facing are quite electric. And again, he's holding his own and proving that he is a guy that Pat Murphy can rely on in the lineup.
Their third straight win, making 8 straight wins against the White Sox. Jeff Levering, Tim Miller, and Sophia Minner have Brewers and White Sox.
I'm so hurt investigator just needed to wear in the eye and never you're on top of it.
No. Let's see right down the flame. I'm going up closer. Any presentation stage. Okay. As I'm getting set up here, folks. This is the pregame. 6:40 first pitch. Really big money in my nose.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at PSA.gov/the right seat.
Or does the family choose a million times better than someone else makes it for you? Personal. Keep the group at your next gathering connected with family and
Yeah.
when it comes to making plans, you are the Those 9 months were also 273 planning. What about your daughter's first birthday party? It was out of this world. Let's not forget those farm keeps you planning detail for your family. More vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' anniversary. The golden plan. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit. And make a communications plan. Family is the best plan you can make.
But Bucks are out of playoffs, folks. From Potawatomi Casino. Second game of this 3-game final road tour. The Brewers are trying to make it 2-0. 72 was the final.
By 24 runs. Thank you, everybody, and welcome to Rate Field in Chicago with Tim Dillard and Sophia Minner down the field. Jeff Levering with you. Thanks for being with us. And Tim, we're going to see the number 7 quite a bit. Again, 7 straight wins against the White Sox. The Brewers have scored 7 runs in 2 straight games, and they do it a 4th consecutive time tonight. I mean, I'm not going to predict the future.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Has showed up, but first of all, the defense playing starters, 50 runs, the defense been perfect. 19 runs on 19 hits, just 3 extra base hits, so they're getting it done in a lot of different ways. But walks, they're seeing a lot of pitches. How about 3 batters have been hit? Sometimes you just got to wear it, and the Brewers have been doing that at high clip. Makes it 4 stolen bases and 10 for 29 with runners in scoring position. Oh my, we'll be excited about 18 innings of ideal baseball coming from the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers 57 allowed just 1 base hit after the first inning in last night's game. And it's a really well-balanced attack too offensively. See those 5 players right there with 3 more RBIs the last couple of ball games. Taylor Durden leading the way. 2 runs to the last night.
Game.
Myers is getting ready to start. Brewers starting with 2 for hits. He's coming off the injured list. So he in the middle has Tobias when we come back.
Well, yeah, Collins, Churio, Yelich, 1, 2, 3. That's the top 3. The batting order. Then 4, 5, and 6 is gonna be Contreras, Freeland, Hoskins, and then 7, 8, and 9 is gonna be Joey Bells, and then Bells, and then Joey Ortiz, and then Dubin, third baseman, on the 9 batting lineup for the Brewers. Marlins gonna be taking a level for game 2 of this series. Myers, the Brewers. So, whatever.
Here's the 15 years of the time. This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not.
If you're looking for
Now it's not.
to start up a new streaming, looking to level all up, I can help you out with that. Just use this thing that I just put in the chat right now. New to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and you can get a 10% discount on this link right here. Just use this link right here in the chat. It's free. I'm not sponsored by StreamYard or anything like that, but it's giving me that reference link on my platform, so I can share it with you guys.
Learn about adopting a teen for foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Prevagen. Wait for your break. Another point night here in Chicago. We're at Wright Field, home of the Chicago White Sox. The Brewers continuing their 3-game series against Chicago. Picked up a win last night. Here to look at today's pitching matchup. The White Sox are sending Chase Smith, the 25-year-old. The now just picked up his first career win Thursday against the Twins. 5 scoreless innings for him, 7 strikeouts. He did spend 3 seasons with the Brewers in the minor league system. And the Brewers are countering with Tobias Myers, who made his season debut earlier on his road trip to series finale against the Giants, who was able to cover 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 walks for him on 82 pitches. Leading the winner here at Wright Field, Tobias Myers making his second start of the season. He was second on the road trip as well. And overall, some things for him to build off of getting that first start out of the way against the Giants. He was frustrated by the 4 walks, really wanted to clean that up. But overall, he felt himself up. Strong foundation and 82 pitches per game. He had worked his way back, left a weak injury. He had 3 minor league rehab starts, and feels like there's a lot more to build off of, especially after such a promising rookie season where he made 25 starts for the Brewers with a 3 earned run average. So here's what Tobias Myers had to say about cleaning up some of the command from that last start against the Giants and how he can move forward here in the White Sox.
Before we go into that
One of those
three
ones
mode,
that went pretty quick up for me. Not necessarily being sped up, just like I look back. Being able to, like I said, attack strike one, use all 5 pitches. As far as the pitches, they felt pretty good. Definitely some small things we can clean up, but overall, I was happy with the way I was coming out, and I'm excited to move forward and keep working.
Jack Ontario and the Brewers used the small ball and 10 walks to score 7 runs last night. They went on 7 straight games against the White Sox, set that winning streak. Game 2 is tonight.
All the guys sitting next to your girl at this camp, it's going to have a lot more in it.
yeah, Houston, they got a damn problem.
Which automakers the most? It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Now, get a new built wild Ford Bronco with employee pricing plus 4.9% APR for 72 months. See Wisconsin Ford dealer.
7 million. Like Michael, taking us out there.
As street musicians, I typed to that he could have slowed us down, but I didn't let my man the one treating him. But mine, the girl looks like I agency. It lost so many. I also heard some people take it to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death, and others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pets. Only use needles.
Hey, if you want to people to give it to you, come on over.
Stop taking your medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck.
Or if you're just tuning in, you just have to find us on YouTube.
If you plan to have surgery,
Come on over.
are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Inflamed pancreas, gallbladder, or stomach. If you have any of these symptoms, taking the sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover GLP-1.
They finally gave us the 3D mode. It.
Race field in Chicago with Tim Dillard and Sophia Minnick, Jeff Levering aboard. Middle game of this 3-game series. Brewers have done a good job of their offense. 7 more runs over ties this year. 7 runs each in their last 2 ball games. Brought to you by Pablo the Casino Hotel, and a late addition to the line of Isaac Collins, replacing Bryce Bang at a half an hour. Illness situation. Collins is at the top of the order. See what Caleb Durbin did last time, 1 for 3 walk and a couple of runs batted in. And there's James Smith, Rule 5 pick by the White Sox, the number 1 pick in the Rule 5 draft. Former Brewers farmhand. He's going to face his old organization tonight.
Yeah, 25 years old. He spent 3 years with the Brewers. 26th prospect for the White Sox in his 6th start. He has been good.
Collins scored the fun. Collins into the glove of Dice. Off we go.
And off we go. Oh, strike, foul tip.
His go-to pitch has been a change that had totally changed it from last year to this year. Collins
Ball.
takes a skosh high. It's a ball and a strike.
That's where he's with the fastball about 50% of the time up in the zone, but everything else, the changeup, the slider, the curveball, all that. He locates that very well in the zone.
Collins down at their baseline. It's a fair ball.
Ball.
Collins around first.
First.
And for second, he's there. A lead-off Broadway double for Isaac Collins.
Isaac Collins lead off double.
The fastball is at the top of the zone. He gets a changeup. I mean, here's a guy that dropping his feet a little bit 30 minutes ago. Then gets a really good changeup away, probably off the plate, probably going to be called the ball. He turns it into a double.
Collins had a first inning homer, the first of his big league career last night.
There we go.
For the double, and here's Jackson Churio.
Here's Jackson Churio.
And he tops this one.
Then he got this one.
Slider from Smith.
A slider from
One thing of note, how good Shane Smith has been in the first 4 innings of his previous 5 starts.
That's the arsenal there for Shane Smith. And a slow roller hit towards second base. They'll get the out at first. Over to third goes Collins. An effective AB for Jackson Churio. Plus 2 outs.
That just comes up what the Brewers have been doing. You're playing it's fundamental baseball. You get a guy, lead off double, get him over, and they rely on Christian Yelich to get him in.
With the infield up for the White Sox. Yelich DHing again.
Yelich DHing again. Yeah, I know.
Second on the team and runs batted in at 23. A ton of guys contributing to their offense on this road trip.
What a nice bender. Wow.
Christian Yelich was looking for something a little harder than what he got.
One, 2 on Yelich.
Yeah.
He struck him out. Three strike sliders, and Yelich is the first strikeout for Smith.
There was that slider a lot to righties, but for whatever reason, he decided the scouting report was, let's throw this thing to Christian Yelich. And he kept it away. Looking for a fastball.
Looking for a fastball up in the zone.
William Contreras now the infield back in 2 outs. Ground ball.
Ground ball right side, base hit. Come on, get him over, get him in.
William Contreras taking something out of his swing, pokes on the
Right.
Shooting 2 away.
And they pick up get a guy in scoring position, get him in, wasting no time, ambush, first pitch. Just shoots it where no one is standing. Looks into the dugout, says, there's another RBI for me on this one trip. That's probably not what he said, but he could have. Sure.
South Freeling now, and he tries to the right
It's center field.
It's going to be trapped. Freeling ends up at second base. Fire. The crew chief went out, and now the umpires are going to get together, or at least ask an opinion, and now the White Sox are going to think about challenging, and they won't. It took forever for the umpires to get together and figure out whether or not that ball was getting down or not. The signal didn't come until Contreras was already rounded to second base.
So I agree, this ball was laced into center field, but when you see Robert Palmer, looks like he came up with a clean, trying to play it off, but let's take it
Yeah.
look. You can tell the ball does hit the ground when he brings it up.
Hoskins on the ground.
Hoskins on the ground, right to.
Workman over at third base, and it's time to do another run for the Brewers.
So 2 on 4.
Leads to another run for Milwaukee.
Catch, no catch, leads to another one for Milwaukee.
Not sure Contreras could have gotten home from first. You have a guy that hits a ball at dribble to third, and it straight up hits the lip right where the grass meets the dirt, and it stayed down. And you can tell that Gage Workman thought it was going to pop up normal and wickets.
Huh. Wickets.
Workman came in last night. Ended up playing shortstop to end the ball game. Workman just joined the White Sox within the last week. The Brewers have 2 runs against Smith. And Tim, as you mentioned, he hadn't given up a run. Shane Smith in the first 4 innings of any of his first 5 starts.
I mean, as he faced too many offenses, like the Brewers. Last 3 guys swinging first pitch.
And Bowers will take a ball in the dirt. Theis knocks it down.
Dice knocks down.
The first time that Smith is facing a team. He's faced Boston twice, Minnesota twice, and Cleveland once. Bowers ahead 1-0.
Bowers ahead 1-0.
And he fouls it back to our left.
Fouls it back to our left.
Bowers fighting 60 trip.
That way.
In San Francisco last
You're looking at the thing, at the scoreboard idea. Left field side foul.
low.
That is low.
90 from Smith.
Change up 90.
Change up anywhere between 89 and 91. I don't think it's.
I like this wheel here.
Get a lot of guys, but it does not move a lot.
The Game Day
It
3D.
goes straight down.
At least now I can see who the hell's on.
It's 3-1 now.
3-1.
Good hitters count for Jake Bowers.
Good hitters count for Jake Bowers.
In this opening inning.
Yeah. Couldn't think of his name before.
6 batters already. This is his. They throw 15 pitches. It's a lot of early swing for the Brewers offense. And that off the end of the bat.
Off the end of the bat. Foul ball. Down the left field line. Ball boy will go. Has to go get it. Ball person. Bowers in front. 3-2 count.
Man on third base. Contreras comes up. First pitch, RBI single. First pitch, RBI double. The catch that wasn't made in center.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, at first pitch, you're going, okay, is this guy going to swing first pitch? No, ball's behind Bowers. This is classic Brewers. Just when you think that he was speeding up and you think you're getting overly aggressive, you pitch to the aggressive lineup. That's about the time people stop swinging.
3-2, the runners will have a head start.
3-2.
And again.
It fouled again.
Bowers extends the at bat. Bowers making the start in left field today for Milwaukee. Last night, it was Collins out in left field. Another 3-2. And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Tim, you were talking about it last night, but how patient the Brewers were, especially with the changeup.
It's down, it's going to stay down. Very rarely do you see a ball that is clearly on the trajectory of the bottom and then somehow miraculously come up. So, I mean, just judging by their approach last night, today, it's like if it's down, just let it stay down. They haven't chased a lot of stuff, especially the changeup below the zone.
Joey Ortiz hits up the bases loaded. Came up in this situation in last night's game and struck out. Still scuffling with the bases full. Trying to break it out. It did have 2 hits last night.
Yeah, he did have 2 hits last night. Ball outside.
2 balls and no strikes.
So you got to be thinking that the coach in that, this is worst case scenario. We're losing 6 relievers on bullpen day yesterday. And we're relying on Shane Smith to go deep into this ball game.
It's 3-0 now on Joey Ortiz, and I don't know where Smith has started to struggle with the strike zone. 21 pitches.
21 pitches.
7 of those the last couple of hitters. 3-0 taking all the way.
We ain't won the count.
In between, you're throwing too many strikes, then you're not throwing enough strikes. It's like the worst Goldilocks feeling.
I haven't heard that one.
Work ahead, or if he's going to be aggressive, what do I throw?
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. If you're aggressive, foul it right back at the crowd. Oh, 3-2 the count now. Back to what I was saying. If he's gonna throw one.
Uses his timeout. 3-ball, 2-strike count. Shane Smith, the 8th man to hit in the inning.
8th man to hit.
Take advantage. Already up 2-0. And a fly ball down the left field line.
9.
Benintendi, short of the warning track, makes the catch.
Short of the warning track. Benintendi makes the catch. 2 runs and 3 hits. And they leave him loaded.
There's more to imagine.
The DQ Sauce and Toss Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauce and Toss Chicken Strip Basket. Get yours now only at DQ.
There's a reason they don't call them clean bikes, am I right? Yeah. Because of dirt bike.
I'm going to take a shower, folks.
Start at the top, work your way down. How many of you are next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma. The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can protect you from becoming your
Okay, that's
Look at this hot rodder. Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing river, take on a trail, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUV. Right now, lease a 2025 Red for $360.
Well, once this 3D mode comes back, I put it back on that.
On yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Brewers, as the White Sox come to the plate for the first time, and Will Venable in his first year as a big league skipper. The starting line today brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Palacios Robert and Benintendi, those
Palacio,
from a night ago.
Luis Roberts, Benintendi, Logan Voss, like Myers. Start.
Giants, couple of runs on 4 hits and 4 innings of order.
Yeah.
82 pitches, averaging 20. I'm sure he's going to
We're going to go take a shower now. We get back.
I usually win at the top of the zone with the fastball and the cutter. You see the slider down. Change up away to lefties. Likes to throw that a lot. Palacios fouls one away.
Palacio fouls one away.
2 strikes. But Myers, he's a journeyman. 26 years old in several organizations. Gets over to the Brewers, won 9 games for the Brewers last year in 25 starts. Tied on Palacios. In 15 games last year away from American Family Field in Milwaukee. Had a 3.22 road ERA last year. Did Myers. The second start of this road trip. Palacios.
Ball outside.
Count fills up 3 balls, 2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Faced the White Sox last year. 5 runs in 4 1/3 innings. The Brewers came back to win that game 12-5. 3-2. And it is low, and he works a walk through a 3-2
walk him.
Madison on for Chicago. Defense fine. Jay Powers out in left, Jackson Furio back out in center field. Sal Frelick in right. At third base, Caleb Durbin, Junior Ortiz at second. Isaac Collins filling in for Bryce Gray with illness. Scratch late. Reese Hoskins with first win comparison behind the dish for Myers. Luis Robert took strike 1 with the slider. First game that Bryce Gray has missed this year, or at least not started. No activities on the field before the game today. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Hold the dark about an hour before first pitch. Had some very light showers in the neighborhood. Cooled off about 30 degrees though from yesterday to today.
Yeah. No.
Robert hits a foul.
Robert, it's a foul.
By Myers. So we had a little taste of summer, and now we're back into early spring. I'm not going to call this fourth winter, but it is early spring. You know, the season's going to. I've been told. 0-2. Miss, throw behind the runner. Not in time. Back pick by Contreras. That pitch just narrowly missed. And Murphy says no challenge. It's the last day of April. We're getting into May, right? I know there have been knocking on every piece of formica that we have in this building right now, but there has been a snowstorm May before. I think that's going to happen now. As Robert swings and misses the first strikeout for Tobias Myers. But never saying that the meteorologist would get all over me for that.
I don't know about a snowstorm, but there's a no storm on this slider, just a no damage whatsoever. We thought maybe he would go to something different. Did go to a cutter, but maybe something breaking it away from at least Robert Jr., who, for the most part, breaking pitches from Freddie Peralta yesterday.
And he takes wide for ball one. Robert laid off a ton of breaking stuff from Freddie Peralta. Did homer, came on a fastball. Then Tenney also homered to back-to-back the first inning. Nothing else against Peralta in the first inning. Strike.
Well, you can tell Myers was really fast that slider, that bullet slider, and he's keeping it at the bottom of the zone. Looks like they're going to try to take a replay look at something.
Conversation about
Are challenging my batter and the catcher.
catcher's interference is what the second base umpire Doug Adams was trying to spin out there.
Well, clearly nobody saw exactly what had happened. I think Benintendi just felt it and then asked the dugout to come and see.
So Benintendi, you see him asking about it. Hey, check it.
Yeah.
Says, I'm not sure, but check it out.
I mean, it does look like he clips the mitt.
So Pat Murphy wants to ask some questions of Doug Eddings, but Doug Eddings said, hey, listen, don't ask me any questions until I'm done talking to the folks back in New York. Pat Murphy is saying, but you can take your time, and I'll come and ask you for the explanation after you're finished.
I think what threw everything off is the fact that the trips got the ball very quick. And Benintendi did a chip swing. It wasn't a full swing. Full swing. Hard to call. You don't have anything to fit it.
But you don't have to have the full swing. You just need the contact. And that's the fact.
Yeah. Well, I think he did it wrong, but not the same thing the ball hit. Usually when this happens, the ball is going this way, and the batter flips the mitt on the way to the pitch. After you, the ball hit very low, after it interfered, the Chicago White Sox win.
So no more challenges for the Chicago White Sox. Now, no longer an explanation for Doug Eddings because he was clear and concise in the explanation he just gave. No catcher's interference. Again, take a look. Is there enough that would potentially overturn? I mean, from that shit, then the almost looks as though the ball was in there and he can't really put out.
Maybe they could say, you know, he caught the ball by the time he was close.
Well, Benintendi hits a drive to the right, and it will be caught by Frulich for out number 2. So after all that, Benintendi almost exits stage right. Instead, it stayed in the ballpark for out number 2.
Andrew Vaughn. I'll be back now.
After the ball was caught. But you don't see that very often.
Goes back to a play that the Brewers had last year against Tampa Bay. Different circumstance where it's batter interference. Remember that play where the Brewers could have potentially tied the game as a ball got by Tampa Bay's catcher. But the swing, Jake Allen was at the plate, was swing hit the catcher. And anything that happens after the fact, any sort of contact with the catcher stops the play. Even if the ball got by him, because of the contact with the catcher with the bat, the back swing, the play was dead. Here's the 0-2.
Here's the 0-2.
Out of the way, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wrong, 2 strikes.
This would have been a different circumstance altogether. Any contact, essentially with the bat, catcher, whistles blow. 1-2 to fall. Yeah, swing and miss. He struck him out, and Tobias Myers, after the leadoff walk, comes back.
This $5 Mega Millions game is super exciting.
There are fun multipliers built into every play. So the lowest price you can win is $10. Plus, they have bigger jackpots.
$5 Mega Millions really is something to shout about. It's available at Wisconsin lottery retailers near you. Like this one. Check out these hot deals at Menards all after 11% rebate. Get growing with a 6-pack of fine vegetable bites for just $4.99. And the Rojo Pop Mix is only $9.99. Then Performance Work Plus just $2.99 a pair. Plus, stock up with delicious Italian-style beef, only $7.49. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards email to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox. Save big money in the Menards.
The discount coupon stores.
Not a movie. No, it is. No, it's not. No, it is. No, it's not. No, it is. Well, you got orange mix up and it. German successfully takes over the Brewers in the second inning. 2-run single flag. Last finding ways to call for third base. The RBI leader since April 18th when he made his debut, right up there with the big boys. Mr. Brent Freeland was calling about that stat all day, so I'm glad we get that graphic out. It's a good one. Pretty proud. That's outside. Again, it goes to show how balanced the Brewers' offense has been. The guy who's been normally in the number 9 spot in the lineup, too. So, RBI since his debut. On the ground to shoot. Throws on the run. We want never time to start second. Also, during after that, Tippett scored 2 later on. He got hit by a pitch, got on base, and scored, and then walked in that ninth inning. Very fascinating player. Speaks volumes of speed and contact. And Collins took strike 1. Off the game with a double, ended up scoring on the Contreras hit. changeup at the bottom of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Smith has made adjustments instead of trying to get that crap ball change up. Now he's trying to land it in the zone at the bottom.
Goes down to get hit by a pitch. Oh, man. That was up around the face, and Pat Murphy and Brett Epstein are making their way out to check on Collins. First base, remember, Brian Terang was a late scratch because of an illness. Collins playing in his stead. That one. Coming up towards his face and just got him on the elbow there, but ouch. Immediate reaction from Shane Smith. Those two were teammates last year.
Yeah, but still, the back underside of that elbow is a pretty tender spot. To get hit that hard. Just why did we get hit? Above the neck. And this team can take pitches for big. 2 pitches yesterday, 1 the day before.
So there's 16 hit batter on the season. Collins a pretty good goose egg on that right elbow from long area. Remember the shot that South Freeland took last night? That was off of his inside bicep on his left arm. Ooh, yeah. Ouch. Brings up Jackson Churio. Churio at the third. Workman with a throw to second for Lam and first. He never played. 5-4-3.
No matter how you say it. Ruger Law.
1 call, that's all.
Ordering unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
It's a guess. What's in your?
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema just sweeps my skin night and day. I'm convinced it's under control. Now, hurry up. What stays and helps cover the rash of eczema. Some take it in both significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieve dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Makes a clear or almost clear skin.
From those people who donate hide infections, or the treatment test for TB and bloodborne, serious infection, clots and fatal, including bone skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. If it risk increases in age 15, in fact, smoke, or planning,
Itch and rash top tier dermatologist.
learn how happy can help you sick. Pretty great.
Is John.
Back at right field here in Chicago, Tobias Myers and the Brewers with a 2-0 lead. This is just the second start of the season for Tobias Myers, working his way back from a week injury. And first against the Giants, he was pretty happy with how he managed everything physically and even just mentally being back on the mound for the first time. Very frustrated though by the 4 walks. He did lead off tonight for the bounce back with 2 strikeouts. But he said, those 4 walks, that's 15 to 20 pitches, and if I make the things up, I can get deeper into the game, maybe an inning or more. So he said, obviously, just cleaning that up mechanically. He said that was the focus for him. And pitching coach Chris Hill was strike 1. That was an area that he struggled in. He was just 8 for 20 that day. In his fastball execution, he was 50 fastballs, 25 those for strikes. Didn't have any strikeouts on the fastball, so that was the focus for him this week for the start.
Nick Sofia got a strikeout with a fastball on Andrew Vaughn in that first inning. One of those two, as you mentioned. it's just going to take some time for him to get back from that oblique injury. He did great in his rehab too, but it's a totally different for the pitch in the minor league. I'm just thinking that I can pitch in the big leagues. Rehab assignment, you do a pitch, you're not thinking much of it. You're like, I'm kind of about. Get to the big leagues. They got caught. Obviously, brought one back up the first of the night from the White Sox. Man, it's on for the same thing against Myers. Here's a fastball, middle. Right back to the team. All right. Really good at controlling the running game. We saw that a lot on the street. A lot of his stolen bases. Almost stolen bases that he was a part of. Also had two guys on base able to navigate plays without dropping it. Red-handed style. Red-handed. Should I? You should. When you play she's an entertainer in between the halftime show, right? Where she's on the unicycle, 15 inches on her feet, and she puts on her head. It's amazing. That's what it is. Yeah, on a unicycle trying to balance dishes on her foot. Takes off and then heads back to first base. It's called 2 on ice. Yeah, same thing. That kid is a national treasure. Come on, Tim. Jordan Science, long-time legend, White Sox, and he takes 3 balls, no strikes on flags. Dice draws a 4-pitch walk. That's his second walk. Issued by Myers, 2-1 with here. Maybe in the day tomorrow, you can go take this young lady. You get 5 months. Here's strike one. Well, folks, we have finally moved into the end of April. Somehow, somewhere, this is the last day of April. I think that is a sentiment that is around the clubhouse. This month never ends. A lot of this. And think about going from Phoenix to the spring training to what New York's open and then back home for a week, then back home Denver, Arizona, back home for a week, then back to San Francisco, and we're still on that road trip. And we found a way. It's been a long time, and that can be guys, for sure. I mean, you have all the concession stand food. You and I are consuming most of it. Yeah, and you're just from home, right? All of these things piling up. You know, it's sick. You wake up. You do that throughout the year, but very rarely does it feel like it's right outside. That's what we're talking about today. Pre-game struggle. It was Sosa's looking at an 0-2 pitch from Tobias Myers. And back to stay alive. Early on in the season, there were a ton of day games, not a lot of night games. Now, finally, you're in the rhythm of night game, day game, typically 3 game series. That's a big deal. 0-2. That's foul away. Needs Sosa. Gets it in 15 of his last 19 games as the best batting average on the team chooses. Sosa trying to keep the right center. It's down for a big step. Sure, we'll get to there. They're going to send Vargas around third to score. And Sosa, a 2-strike hit. Puts White Sox in the scorecard. That's 0-2 pitch. That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Knocked out ball. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do with that. Really, obviously, get to let one run now score down first and third. Brooks Baldwin is making the starting shortstop. Tying run standing at third. Baldwin squares, pulls it back, and takes strike one. Durbin and Hoskins will crash it for the corners. Evans in the dirt, blocked nicely by Contreras on a ball with good luck across that grass. That's when you just kind of you just hope it hits you in the chest protector. It doesn't stay down. Two and one. See Contreras behind the plate. Telling Tobias Myers. Trying to keep it easy. Well, you just saw a slap that was 55 feet. You saw a fastball well above the zone. So these are two really big misses. That's in the dirt. Calibrate the last two flyers he has thrown, and both been in the dirt. Pitch number 38. Still nobody on the second. They walked him in the bases are low. That is the third walk issued by Myers. You may see Chris Hook about the Brewers dugout. Have a with Myers and Contreras. Here he comes. Yeah, there's definitely an adjustment that needs to be made. I feel like he's switching a lot of times. Like the rehab, that's a job. You know, and you need someone to give you something that can pitch your coach. And he walked the first guy again. And set him. Move forward, lead off single. Just you want Price on 4 straight pitches, Baldwin on 5. Now he deals with the number 9 hitter, Gage Workman. So White Sox team that has a team average, a collective 208. They've had a tough time scoring runs, but when they score runs, they score them in bunches. Nobody out for Tobias Myers and Brewers defense. And the sliders. Still trying to end the sliders. Really good first inning. Not so much in the second. Good cover. First whiff of this inning for Tobias Myers. A lot of movement on that card. Missed low the fastball. Nowhere to put him. First time through the order, just 5 first pitch strikes for Myers. Swinging and a miss. Went back to the cutter. It's 2-2. Sometimes you see guys, and it looks like they're struggling. They're afraid to, throw a give me a pitch with 1, 2, 3, sitting on it. I think Brewery's really searching for something that he can command. So swing foul. Went back to that cutter. Brewers bullpen is starting to heat up. That's Tyler Alexander. He's out of the pen. That's why he's back there right now. Coach, Brewer caps at this level. Fast. And straight through called. Fast going out. 4 minus number 1. He's out to get his number 1. Right here, flips the corner. After all that work inside, finally goes away. Finds an open door. Leadoff man Palacios. Went back to the cutter and he cleared Palacios. Third free of the inning, 2 walks and now a hit by pitch. The back. Now you got to deal with Luis Robert with the bases full. Taking a pass at that first one. It fouls away. "28 pitches into this inning." Wow. And it fouls it back again. Well, he's out there alone. This is the type of situation where Robert and his guys have been able to. He's the guy on that team that they have set him up to be. 0-2. Mets tried to counter. Robert was there, even with the command struggles that Myers has been doing. Myers got the 2-ball behind him and limits the damage to the 2 runs. Could have been a lot worse as we enter the 3rd in Chicago. I used to struggle with Andrew. There's every wash. Because the active ingredient in Head and Shoulders fights off the microbes that come in.
We can call it a small business, but at Old National Bank, we know the business you built is a big deal. That's why we designed our Empowerment Small Business Loan Program for a minority and women-owned small businesses. To give small businesses the opportunities to place the funds up to $500. Because every small business deserves the opportunity to in a big way. National Bank, Old National.com/empowerment loan. Old National Bank, get a hold.
In high school, I hung with job, and so I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all times. Always wanted to come.
I got a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated and hardworking. He connected with his teachers, he connected with others. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep working.
It was amazing to see him graduate. So much better.
With the help of my father and then having my son, that's all the motivation I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma July 4th.
Tobias Myers got this moment. Got that double play from Luis Robert. Got himself and the Brewers out of the team. And see how much things are off. 3 straight sliders to the offense full for the first time for 1. We saw Shane Smith in the top of the 2nd with a double play. Smith came back with just a 9-pitch second. He faced 8 batters in the first. And now he's seen 6 pitches, and they've all been strikes. Smith gets him again.
After 3 sliders in the first, it was fastball, and then here comes the curveball. This is a curveball that surrender a hit to. That's how good it's been, but he must be keeping it secret. And he brings it out at the right time.
Contreras will. Seagull for William. The first inning. So the first pitch we saw. It's sliding. It's on 2. Contreras will use his timeout. That front foot that awfully early on that fastball. So fun watching Contreras come to the plate because his stance between the catch. His hands will be in different positions.
I love that. And 1,000 swings. It just proves that it's not much of a stance or anything else. Can you get the back to the ball? And can you put the barrel at the back?
3-2 now on Contreras. He shortens up the 2 strikes at times. Will widen that base. Barely take a strike. Another gravy. Still have a huge late. A minute or 2.
Something that's off the plate to the right.
Instead, it's 4, and Contreras is on base for a second time.
He's getting into position, but I think he was just out of the way so that Contreras could take his stuff. But again, it's a really good cambio down and right.
Watching umpire's hands. It's almost like, yeah. He was ready. Takes down and in for ball 1.
Frelick's thing. It's either going to the foot or the arm. 50% of the pitches that he sees. Doesn't miss a lot.
Sound ground ball hit the second base. There's 1 and 2. Second straight inning. The Sox have turned another behind Smith. Play for just moments. And more challenge the play. They're challenging the play at second base. And Pat Murphy, Doug Eddings making sure they get on the same page.
Milwaukee Brewers are challenging the umpire at second.
Got to be on the bag at second. There's no more neighborhood play.
That's kind of cool.
Is he on the bag at the time of the catch? Ooh, maybe not. That's a good play. No more neighborhood play at second base. You have to be on the bag at all times.
Yeah, that's Brooks Baldwin. Shortstop. I mean, you can see from the angles, it looks like he's off second base. He is receiving the baseball from Sosa.
Brewers are 3 for 3 in the challenges. They have yet to miss on a challenge. That shot right in there. Looks like there's daylight between his feet and the base when he's making the catch. Right there.
Yeah.
Now they're going to say it's in the glove at that moment, and is his foot on the back? I mean, you are splitting literal hairs right there. Is there enough to overturn it? That's the big question.
Well, I mean, you see the end of that replay, we saw a good 3 or 4 inches. That right there.
After review, the plump will return. The runner safe. Change it.
Good challenge. 4 for 4. Look at Sandry on the Yeb. Great job. And they've got to put all the White Sox defenders back onto the field. Challenge.
What's happening before everybody comes off the field. Less than
So Scott Frelick is out on that play. 4-6-3. But William Contreras is safe to say. They're looking at is it one? No. And there's things between the flip and the bag. That's a no-brainer out 5 years ago. But not anymore. The neighborhood play is gone. So Reese gets this. With man at second, it's a foul. And as a pitcher, you think you're out of the game. Grandma double play. Where's your mind go now?
Yeah, I mean, this thing to never letting your guard down no matter what. That's a real thing. And now it's harder than ever when you can be beat by the umpires, and then all of a sudden it's
Contreras is back. The White Sox do not have any more challenges. And the crew chief reviews. Way outside.
Ball and strike right there.
See if the Brewers can capitalize on one challenge.
sure it's already been frustrating for Smith a little bit. He'd really like to fall forward again. He now stands at second base on one heat goggles, and any game double play was like, what else?
You're that close from being out of the inning. A 1-2-3. Of course, couldn't show more pitches.
Three and one. Oh, yeah, if you're watching that, you can give it to him. That was a strike right there on the inside corner. All right.
Hoskins 0 for 2 last night. Did walk twice. 7-game hitting streak.
Yeah.
And Miller Alexander continues to play catch in that Brewers bullpen. Another 3-2.
Another 3-2.
And it's inside for ball 4. Second walk of the inning from Shane Smith, and now Jacob. Opportunity. Walk back in the first. But 3 walks. Yeah. 3 walks for Tobias Myers plus a hit by pitch. On the game.
The White Sox came into this ballgame tied for first and hit by pitches, and now they probably lead, and they were tied for third in walks, and who knows where they are now after that one.
That was still at the low spot.
The third walk of this game, and go back to yesterday, 20 walks and 2 hit batters. I mean, there's so many free passes given up by White Sox pitching. They were taking advantage last night. It seemed like they continue to take advantage.
From all the way the Brewers saw so many pitches last night.
191.
That's a lot of pitches. That's got to be like tops of Major League Baseball and games of pitches, right?
Never research he did, and then handed me this piece of paper.
12 hours with 5 on and 2 center.
Robert coming in. And the paper when we come back. 6 again.
This is meal. Melty, cheesy, toasty. Lunch just got croissant-tastic. Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It's just meals good. I don't think they take care of it. Of course they take. Look in the past, baby. And these are your work.
The Brewers accepted. I've never seen it.
That's interesting. Maybe get me that too. For you and Amazon Pharmacy will deliver it right to you. So you can read it easily. Well, sure.
I'll be right back, everybody.
Here.
Commercial.
It's never outside. Chip. The Hyundai Tucson. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Right now, spring deals are under $20 at the Home Depot. So no matter what you're looking at, you can save big on all your spring products. Through May 7th, spring deals are $20 at the Home Depot.
Second game reset. Tobias Myers made the start. Now he'll go get his treatment after his 2 innings of work. Now Alexander took over. Brewers are 2 on first. White Sox 2 on second. Brewers back to work on offense. First one's a strike.
First one's a strike right there.
They watch the far for Shane Smith. And there's one out of the back.
There's one off the end of the back. Joey Ortiz. That one gets away. Base hit and an E7.
Also played by Vargas from first to stop the snowball fight. Not sure what happened on the left with good intensity, but probably a funny spin coming out the end of 14. But you knew it was going to be a knock. It's got to be between the lefty. And Luis Robert Jr. came up throwing a bullet in the second.
Oh, shoots it.
Now and takes a strike.
Big strike right there.
Let's go downstairs, check in with Sophia, an update on Isaac Collins.
Yeah, Isaac Collins out of the game, right elbow contusion, the Brewers said, after he was hit by a pitch in the second at bat. He had taken over for Bryce Gray as the trying to see the Oakers come out, getting Capra was over at second base. Again,
Thanks, Sophia. Base hit to right field.
Base hit to right field.
The throw is cut off. Dubin is in there with a knock. He's on base again, first and third.
After getting on base 3 times yesterday's ball game.
Yeah.
able to get a fastball kind of inside out to this thing to right field. Ortiz kind of took a stutter step just in case it ended up in someone's glove in the air. But call by third base coach Jason Lane, all about first and third, nobody out for Vinny Capra. Capra trying to snap the ball for 28.
Yeah.
Number 16, quick moves. Angled up on delivers a strike over to first base. 1-0 on Vinny Capra. Runner started and stopped. Capra drives into the gap in left center field. Roberts on the move. He makes the catch. Tagging and scoring will be Joey Ortiz at step 5 for Vinny Capra. We've been talking about the little things that the Brewers have not been doing early on in the season, and maybe a little bit at the beginning of this road trip, but now they are clicking on all cylinders. Get a third, listen to. What do? You try to go yard. This ball is deep in the left
That's
center
center field.
We saw the junior. It's going to easily fool Joey Ortiz. Brewers winning on top. He's a Churio. And he takes wide for ball 1. To it into a double play back in the second. Scrawled it into third, and Workman made a nice play. They cut that changeup. Another big switch.
Out!
Time. I think you just kind of read something or read the swing, but he's throwing from ice. It is a big secondary.
And
But then he takes no way to get back to this group off the hardest swings and misses, and the Indians are the Brewers up the corners with nobody out there. That's why they gained the lead.
And this guy maybe got one last year. Watson.
With all the extra balls you're talking about.
do this.
Behind the scenes.
One pitch and one out.
Really both sides. There's many walks that have already been in this game. I like that they both on that first pitch. They need to do one pitch and get it out. Really good about the inning. Trying to punt, pulling it back. Strike. Designed from Raheem Sosa. Just trying to take a pitch.
Just trying to take a pitch.
Sosa, fly ball sitting down coming in. He's able to make the play. Low line drive to center field. 2 away, and now a quick message from Valley House, Wisconsin.
Yes, the most popular stocks on his strength was the protective and the rally.
Baldwin now flips around and hits from the right side of the plate. Drew a walk back in the second inning and takes a strike. Go to.
Quick, 0-2.
Jackson Trio is very much. He's there in spring training a lot. And another fly ball right center. Steve Frelick gives him a shot here to get Glover coming over, making the catch. It's 3 up and 3 down on 3.
3 up and 3 down.
USA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, them kids, their kids, generations to come. So
USA. What is this thing?
Fertilizer broker. It's good price of what you need all year long. Now and save for the season. Get before for under $40 after 11%.
No.
The brewer style with your fingerprints and throwback designs. Rally House has gear for everything. Your favorite teams in store and online at Rally House. And if you find here's the 50-year relative. No, it's not. No, it is. No, it's not. No, it is. No, it's not. No, it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon a blue moon. Right.
She yelled from the roads of Smith.
If you watch me give it show, come on over.
Strike. And it's 2 Ks and took a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still a good pitch. Pitches out of running the strikes to the right, chops it from the way. Two strikes.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Pounded into the gum.
A funky bounce off the lip of the grass again.
Vargas had enough time.
Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run leading board. Jackson Schroeder, the top 3. To flag, William Contreras is coming up. Hoskins is 3. Contreras on him twice. Single walk.
Single and walk. It's ball 1. Hey, come on in. Pop that with my phone.
1-0 pitch. 2 for 2.
He is 2 for 2. Man, done. Shane Smith.
Change of bid, working Cheerio, his last at bat. Trying to go to change up, followed up with fastball, and it's not happening. Clinton Curtis, a guy that's so smart at the plate, can shoot the ball to the right. It feels like you're going to be coming in his space with time.
Frelick at the plate. Double tonight. That takes away for ball 1. I believe the Statcast had misidentified the last pitch to William Contreras. The change up at 94, and I'm going, change up.
That's a fastball. That's 95 on our change.
Pretty impressive. Impressive. Ate the whole reel of truth.
Mm-hmm.
1-1 Sal.
That's right.
Toss to first, and that was Contreras. You can take a nap.
Well, he's looking like, why are you picking up? Why are you picking up here? It's like, why you got 4 stolen bases? I wanted last night's ball game.
I wonder why.
That's high.
That's right. Mm.
Just don't take that extra step on people there at first base. That's all. Now I got dirt in my belt. Really rips it foul first base side.
What's a foul? Down the first baseline.
Legend moving from White Sox to Wilson. Breaking balls in that line are right there. Number 75 for Shane Smith. Brewers got 3 runs beats in the first 4 innings. Tim, you mentioned they haven't allowed a run in the first 4 innings of a ball game off Tuesday.
It's only one of those 3 are earned. He had a pitch around some trouble.
Popped up. Third base side. Warren. Back in fair territory, making the catch waste high.
Waste high.
He was on an island there. They were trying to help him out. It was either Workman or nobody. And puts him
way up there, too. Carries Workman into foul territory and decides, no, I better get back over here. Immediately checks Contreras. If he got hung up anywhere, he did not retreat him. Here's Hoskins.
walk, and he's reached on an air for Hoskins. Fouls in left. Most pitches in an outing this year for Smith, 83. And he's ahead 0-2 on Hoskins.
Ahead 0-2 on Hoskins.
With 73 to 83 pitches in all of his starts. Smith. And it's up to first. They have to carry it back again, this time standing.
In their game and their performance.
Yeah.
The running game is a big part of that. Now more than ever, bases being bigger, everybody's stealing at such a high rate. Going to be 32 innings in the big leagues. doesn't not have anybody scoop up. That's impressive. He's 15 played. That's a skill, but you got the hardest.
Swing and miss. Strike three. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum.
No fees, no it. You can pay.
Yes, sir. The captain needs your back.
Oh, yeah, sir.
For a great deal on a new home. It's time for a different kind of power. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid. Kelly Blue Book Best Overall EV and Hybrid brand. You can get $359 per month lease or 3.49% APR on 2025. You drive.
God takes from this brain, and this is the story. I'm Todd. I'm a veteran of 23 years. This is 3 overseas tours. I love to get back. Ravaging commercial. Imagine about 2 years ago. My coworkers and family since taking Ravaging, how much of a difference it's made in my life. I feel really good. Ravaging for your brain. At Ace, we know where the you grill with charcoal and pellet or griddle. Well, for you, because only your is all the best brands in place. Blackstone. He's thankful for delivery of your new grill with all. You'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That's pretty perfect. Now what? It's going to be so good, it's guaranteed.
Brewers fans taking the trip to Chicago, so the Brewers and the White Sox are undefeated for Milwaukee. And earlier today, Brandon Woodruff continued with the major league rehab assignment. It was a good one, but the Wisconsin for the city. So every time able to build up the pitch count, obviously today was around 75 pitches with him getting into the sixth. That's the longest that he has pitched so far. Third place to Chris Myron with the Wisconsin Timberwolves. We have to hear Brandon Woodruff after the game. He felt great in his delivery. Every time he takes the mound on his consistency with the delivery, and his other pitches. The velocity for him has consistently been between 96 and 94 miles per hour. He's hit 95 a couple of times. And he said that he knows that the velocity will continue to pick up with the workload, the work picks up, and also just getting into major league games again, the intensity of those games. So, Brandon Woodruff and Pat Murphy told us that there'll be at least one more minor league rehab appearance. That'll be his fifth, and then there'll be a decision time as he gets for the big window.
Still feeling all good things on the Brandon Woodruff for this one popped up into right slips over his free leg. Disappeared up above the lights for Mullen Alexander and protected. All 7 batters he's faced in 65 outs. And now Joshua Tomascos will be the that number of times to just having a guy like Brandon Woodruff rejoin your club is an active member of the pitching staff for the Brewers.
This is what we talk about a lot. Is 3 starts. It's going to
Velasquez lays it down to Alexander. The first in time.
Yeah.
Anyway, some quick counts. 9 pitches in the first, 6 pitches in the second. You can get pitch in the third and it's debated. Carlos take good hands replay. That's a good hands. Actually, they don't use wood. Wood hands.
Robert struck in the inside corner.
It's a shot over the outside.
When you come off the mound like that, the ball's almost dead in the grass. What do you do, Jeff?
Grab it and push it into the ground.
How many
was the local building
to extend the inning?
for base 6 for Robert.
Alexander coming in and County picks this ball up. Get over it, push it into the ground, go straight. You don't want to get close to it and reach for it. You would over top of it. Now, the reason, especially
Yeah.
this type of day, it's been regular and you get a little bit slippery. For just grabbing your fingertips and throwing that awkward change in the Nubian's land somewhere towards you. And then they find it. And a pitch he saw Alexander. And it's also this is going to be a fun cat and mouse game. Alexander's got a really good move for first base. Robert,
Really good move. I would say yes.
The double oven is on. It's high. And Contreras couldn't pick it clean out of the glove.
Couldn't pick it clean out of the glove to Contreras. 7-2 final. Philly won. 12 stolen base by Roberts. No comment on that.
He knew he was gone. He tried to throw a heater at the top of the zone, just to, almost like a pitch out for him. For Contreras, nonetheless, the time run and scoring position in this bottom of the fifth.
Oh, yeah, that too. Down and out. Vaughn on deck.
The Brewers pack. Time through the order. And Benintendi fouls it straight over.
Benintendi fouls it straight over it.
Ricochet. Three and two after the
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Starts to catch fire a little bit when you're on the mound. Three-two coming. And it is foul. In and out of the glove.
It is fouled out of the
And they are calling catcher's interference.
catches interference.
So I took a bite out of it. And Pat Murphy is going to make his way out. And Tyler Alexander is going to be done in this game. Take a look at this catcher's interference. Benintendi tried to challenge one earlier, lost the challenge, and just goes straight when he hits the back of the glove. Almost as if he was trying to do it. It really looked like that. Step out. Grant Anderson's coming into this game and the base runners.
In a world defined impressive, Nissan is rolling them and is popular SUV. We always adventure-ready Pathfinder. And our best friend, a consumer-fied best stock 11 years in a row. From our U.S. factories to your now, you're looking at a summer. The 3752 is at Blue Rock Creek.
Right now, spring deals, $3. So no matter what you're looking for, be big on all your spring projects. Now, 7th shop spring deals on $20 per dollar.
They're not all here.
You can pay. Always I get.
get right.
Tyler Alexander, 2 2/3 inning of scoreless baseball so far. Team on Rich Cannon. Got a live feeling his position.
He fell stormed back, and then Benintendi clipped Contreras' glove. Now he's Anderson.
This is Andrew. Swing and miss by Vaughn.
Hitting in a third score.
On one gone.
Couple of Ks for Vaughn. Tying run at second base. And the base hit to right.
Base hit to right.
Towards third base. There is good. Robert scores on the play. And game. Sox the inning ends. Stop Freeland. Kept her in third base. Catcher's interference costs the Brewers 3-30 game at the end of
3-3 all. At the end of 5.
I was out of today and never had more option.
Innovation.
End of 5.
For my family. For my community. Because we always always learning, always advancing.
Life here can be.
Thanks to this waterfront hotel on Booking.com. Thank you for loving Boston.
No, give me tabs on our rivals.
So many choices. You can be in your city. Booking.com. Yeah.
Curing diabetes isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because things big and small are happening every day. From promising clinical trials focused on eliminating insulin to more plans covering advanced therapies and technologies. Fueled by our passionate supporters, we're powering a global movement to prioritize what the team community needs now and next. Today, we're opening new doors to more effective solutions and making it easier for people to enjoy freer, fuller, healthier lives. We'll make this condition possible by accelerating research, influencing policy, and advancing treatments. We are Breakthrough T1D. As we drive toward curing type 1 diabetes, we help make everyday life better for the brave people who face it.
A 3-3 ball game. Let's go inside the play. It's brought to you by Freighted and Medical College of Wisconsin. Heads up playing by South Florida.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to throw through the cutoff, man. Kind of what he does for looking at fake at third base. And here's what you do. If you try to go home, you got no play, and everyone is safe, and then great throw to attended.
The pitcher on for Chicago is Stephen Wilson. Sixth appearance, he's yet to give up a run. Long-time San Diego Padre. Swing of this. Changeup.
No, the changeup.
Fastball into the mid-90s, but it's going to be 70% something off-speed sweeper, mostly sweeper. It's all changing.
Dahlbeck is now over at first base for Chicago. Vargas sent to third. It's down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bauer Brewers fouls it away. Oh for 1 with a walk for Bowers.
0 for 1 for walk.
The bullpens now. 2 minutes for the sweeper.
To the sweeper.
We've seen a lot of White Sox pitchers be able to locate a breaking ball with left-handed batters. Last night and tonight, tough thing to locate, but it's tough to get usually contact usually just goes into the ground.
Ortiz the base hit,
Ortiz with the base hit.
and he hits it foul. End up scoring runs to give the Brewers the lead on the sacrifice fly. Three out of 7 so far in the series for Ortiz. Foul back.
Foul back.
Fastball, middle.
Middle. Top of 6.
Off the end of the bat.
Off the end of the bat. Bobby.
Message Wendy's.
Hello. Second baseman goes him out.
Two quick outs. The Brewers have not been retired cleanly in an inning of money.
Dubin takes a strike right there.
The Brewers have been on runs last night. It was the third inning.
Yeah.
Durbin foul for White. 2.
Oh, and to the count.
Off of Shane Smith, but all the run was arrogant. So he turned out 5 innings with 6 hits, with 1 earned run. Did walk 3, but struck out 4.
Yeah, well.
2 on Durbin.
1-2 on Dubin.
It's popped up in the shallow left, and
Indeed.
is there. And again, the Brewers are jumping over for the first time.
Ba-bum.
On your next project. Check out our new landscaping blocks, including digital schedulers for only 99 cents each after 11% rebate. Attract songbirds and cardinals with enchanted gardens, cardinal beds.
Not only is it nice, coming up, holy crap. We're coming up live almost 2 hours, folks. And that's Milwaukee. For me, I didn't know what that I've done before. Yeah, that's a push down sign.
Here's the 15 years.
No.
Now it is. No, it's not. Now it is. It makes everything a little brighter.
Yeah, if you see this ticker that's on across the bottom of the screen, that's a ticker that I put up. So I don't have to always say you guys can read it. It's basically saying if you new. Our goal is 100 likes.
Grant Anderson
And
delivers
if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. It does not cost a dime.
Anderson the base hit for Vaughn, got the out on the bases to end the inning. Where did the one, two runners and allowed one to score. Vargas, the other way to the base. Warren Burns to one side. And it for Vargas on again for Chicago.
Well, just like Vaughn did in last inning, he waited back on the sweeper and took it to right field, and he was Vargas. He gets a fastball away, so that was around the real estate. We able to get past first base Sasser. The catcher was so far up the middle, there's a lot of room to squeak one through.
He's walking a flat to center. And the sweep ball one from Anderson.
Really two good approaches when it comes to facing a side or right.
Here's another big outside.
Try to pull stuff, it's going to be tough. If you can see it longer and shoot the right field, that's actually
looking at that upper portion of the strike zone has been off limits tonight. Dave Morales behind the plate. They expand the baseball off the plate away to the maybe low, but not up. Move out. It's a strike.
Sad. Ah!
That time used by Theis.
Well,
they've been using Greg Anderson in a lot of these high-leverage situations. He's pitched himself into these moments.
2-1 fouled off of
2-1.
And it started off as, hey, we're down on 6. We need you to eat a couple. And then it was, they were, he's been pitching some of the most pivotal innings in the last couple of weeks.
It's mainly just 219 against him. He has
Yeah.
2 steals for the 2 batters he's faced. Let's stick with that fastball. Roll up the catcher to Theis. Three balls, 2 strikes. See if it's in motion. Trying to stay out of it. Started it, stopped, and now it's down in for ball 4.
Oh.
So a hit, and now a walk. And the Scots are set up in the 6th inning. Now here comes Pat Murphy. So Nick Mears loosening. Well, he will be coming in. Anderson phase 3 did not retire any of them. Here's a couple of runners. The one with Chicago gets in with in a tie game in the bottom of the 6th. Dear Triathlon, let's fly through Rocky Rivers. If you can't do it,
Right now, Lisa, 369 or Lisa, 25 land. Visit Toyota.com. Toyota. Place it. Now, making space for going now alone. Who's having she got you a virtual visit. It's on one
thank you, Streamlabs.
get to the hotel.
Streamlabs just put in my Discord page.
No.
father wanted to start a rock band, so his parents got a local landlord. Several sleep-deprived weeks later, they came to us again, asking for a mortgage on a quiet land, far, far away. Landmark, begging, pleading.
Sarah had her own sporty little sports car, so she came to Landmark Credit Union. We gave her a great rate. Came in handy too. Her paying her unexpected Landmark Credit Union.
Yeah.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand with MLB TV. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 with exact MLB.com for details.
Green Anderson on top of the dugout watching Nick Mears take over and inherit 2 of his runners. He's inherited 10 runners already this year. 5 have scored. Trying to keep a couple of White Sox on the base paths. Into for Sosa. First pitch. Who makes the catch one away. That is a huge first on this one pitch for Mears.
Survey have another. You come to a ball game, you got guys on base, nobody out, you need a quick out, you get nobody advances. And you're right, he's inherited 10 runners, 5 have scored, but I mean, what was in San Francisco, there was a lot of things out of his control.
The 5th appearance of this road trip for Bears. Number 9 of this 10-game trip. And he fouls it away. One's going to pass at that high fastball. Ball
Fastball dead with 2 feet.
Here's already the 4th pitcher used by Murphy today. Myers with just 2 innings. That's a line drive. And go to second for one. To first, it's a double play. Easily it could 4-6 through the double play. And the Brewers get out of it. Mears inherits 2. Well, short hot, right at field. He is able to get it up to Ortiz and then back over to Hoskins.
Cheating felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnecting. I asked my doctor about treating. Learned
President to treat TB. Graded 5 times in 2 weeks. No one prescribed Ingrezza has built-in and full 1 pill, 1 thing and taking most mental health minutes. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicide, and possible including disease. Your doctor, if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, or suicidal thoughts. No taking allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions and sudden, potentially fatal swelling in eyes, sleepiness, the most common side effects, and heart problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machine. Before you first get buzzed or problems, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble even more damage can occur.
Take control by asking the doctor about Ingrezza.
Are you doing that? Working on my dating profile. Let's see. I think that's me.
Now, how do you sleep at night?
On a mattress, I got a mattress. Only technology. Now I sleep.
Match that. Emily got her first job and her first paycheck. And now Emily wants stuff, to have stuff, and to do stuff. Emily's future is stuffed with possibilities. At the Landmark Credit Union, mobile deposits, and a debit card. We help make Emily's home thing not such a big thing. Your dreams are totally doable, Emily. But Landmark Credit Union. Banking made easy.
Toyota game reset. 3 tells the 7th. Contreras with a couple of knocks. Vargas with a couple of knocks. Mears with 3 pitches and 2 batters. We turned the double play in the last afternoon. It will take 1 Wilson.
Play. It gets in the air. We had to get rid of it quick. One was from the left side, getting down the line pretty quick.
A sacrifice fly. His first plate appearance in the 4th. He came in Isaac Collins left with a right elbow contusion. Good play from trying to get it. Is not playing today. First.
Well, I'm gonna adios, everybody.
The D of First